Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'll be going through how I personally do my makeup. So basically I usually don't wear makeup every day, but I like to sometimes, usually when I just feel like it. But anyways, so this is how, well, my face looks without anything on so far, and you will see how I transform basically within a few minutes. So stay tuned to find out more info. And basically, to begin with, I like to first apply some coconut oil, and it's just like a normal natural coconut oil. I'm actually running out of it, so I need to get some more. And so I just take like literally a tiny bit of coconut oil because it actually makes you quite shiny, so it's best to not put too much. And I like to usually put it underneath my eyes, like really make sure I moisturize that area. And it's just something that, well, I tend to do because I feel like the skin underneath your eyes is quite sensitive to everything basically, and so I just like to make sure I keep it hydrated. So okay, this is the first step basically of the makeup process. So I've already applied the coconut oil, and I will be using the eyeshadow palette from Essence, and it's called Hello New York eyeshadow. Some camouflage concealer, and this is actually quite lit because it's actually for like waterproof tattoo covering. And well, I don't have any tattoos, but I think it's quite effective for like dark circles under your eyes, etc. And I have an eyebrow set. This is also from Essence as well. And then we'll also have some mascara. It's just a basic mascara from Catrice Cosmetics, and it's called Lashes to Kill, because I've been murdering peeps out in these streets. No, I'm joking. And then I also have some lip liner. It's just a red lip liner because I plan on using some red lipstick. And this lipstick is Iman. I actually got it from my sister in South Africa. So it's a funny story. Basically, when I was in South Africa visiting my sister, like somehow this ended up in my bag. And so when I was traveling to the Netherlands, it like actually stayed in my bag. And then I'll also be using Essence again. So Essence liquid eyeliner, and I know it's not focusing, but as time goes on, I'm sure that will adjust. And I also have like a blender, but I usually just use this for the concealer because I don't wear foundation. And I actually think, well, I used to wear foundation when I was a teenager, like when I'd go out and stuff. But basically, I've realized like over the years, for my skin type, it's actually best to not use foundation because that like clogs up my pores. And so that's when like more and more pimples like develop, and like it's just best not to use it for my skin type. So that's why I do not. I do have a few pimples though, but I'm pretty sure it wouldn't be as bad as if I did use foundation. Okay, so let's begin then. And I've already put on the coconut oil. So step one, apply whatever cream or base, whatever you need to get your skin nice and moisturized, put that on. And then step two, I suppose you would apply the foundation, but I don't use that. So I would go on to applying the eyeshadow. So I usually start with my eyes, and we will have the highlighter first. Literally with my pinky finger, I just dip it in there. Tip, tip, tip. Or should I say tap it? Tip, tip, tip. Little tap. And then like at the corner of my eye, I put some. And then I put some in the other corner. So it's literally right in the corner of the eye. Okay. We could put a bit more. And this just creates like a nice illusion of the eye seeming, I would say, a bit bigger. And if you want, you can also add a bit right above your eyebrows, like that. And don't worry, I know it looks a bit strange now, but we will blend it in. And then I will use the eyeshadow, and I'm using that one. So that one. And so, with your brush, take a bit, close your eyelid. That's very important. Remember to close your eyes, or, well, that won't be a nice sensation if you get it into your eyes. Okay, apply it. And I don't really have like one way of applying it on. I just like, you know, just put it on there. And then the other eye as well. I know, right? Here I am making a makeup video and I'm like, just put it on there. So professional. And then the other one, apply it, and remember that you have the highlighter there and there, and again there and there, so just try and blend it all in as much as you can. Okay, the eyes are done, and I'm actually realizing that it might not show as well because of the slide. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel, and in today's video I will be applying my makeup. This is Bella Miss Pasta. Say hi to her. And this is Essence. It's called the Deep Eyeliner and it's waterproof. And so we begin, and bear with me. So I just like to start off right at the end of my eyelash. And there's a little line. So this is the tricky part, getting it to actually like form into a nice little like triangle shape. Okay, so I would say I'm quite satisfied with that one. And now the challenge to get this one the same as that one. And so we go in again. I don't know why, like, it never really is the same. I guess like my eyelids are like shaped differently. I don't know. I mean, my eyes look the same, but maybe it's just the way I apply it. And the great part is like the mirror I'm using is basically like the camera. Oh my. That is not even. And I have another mirror, but it's a bit further away, so let me pull. And I think it works better if I look at it from this side. Hope it doesn't get into my eye. But yeah, like I try and make it into like a triangle. Ah, there we go. So good. They're now basically the same. I can never really get them exactly the same, so I like to not overdo it, because then like my cat eye becomes a bit too dark, which is something I used to love when I was younger, but that has changed. Oh, and now we're going in with the mascara. And I also found it's pretty interesting how it, well, appears more full when you actually put the mascara like over your eyelash. So instead of just doing it like that, if you actually do it above. And the ones underneath, I like to do it slightly. I usually just focus on my top eyelashes. And on the other side again. And again. Palette. Well, no, it's not a palette, but an actual eyebrow set. And it actually came with, well, first of all, it has instructions of how to do it. But it also came with like the actual eyebrow shapes. And I tried using them, but they made my eyebrows look a bit weird. So I just like to outline the shape of my actual eyebrows, so go along with its natural shape. So basically it's like a brush that looks like this, a cute brushy. And then we have two colors, dark brown and light brown. And I use the dark brown because the light, I guess I could still use the light one, but I think that'll be a bit too light because my eyebrows are already quite dark. And so I like to go basically along my eyebrow line. So I did it at the bottom, now the top. I just follow my natural eyebrow shape, you fill it in. And this is something I learned recently, not the eyebrows, but more so, well, I guess you could say that because it has to do with it. But basically like filling it in. To fill it in, it's good if you first do the outline, like just literally fill, or should I rather say shape, your eyebrow first. And as you can see, like I barely have any hairs there, so I'll just like draw a line along, okay? So can you see how it's like so much dark there and I haven't put anything there? And it helps to just like fill it in. Like that. And then before even adding any other eyebrow before adding any other eyebrow powder, I forgot the word, you can just fill it in with what you already have on, like the outline, so it doesn't become too dark. And then with the edges, so like this and that, I like to use an upward motion. So I'm going like this instead of so I like to use the upward motion. And yeah, so first up, 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 and then side, side, side. Yeah, it works, yo. And so get a beat. And then I know it's contradictory since I put, well, some of the highlighter on top, but I like to put just a bit there, 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 right above there. So right above your arch. Oops, that was too much. And then underneath my eyeballs. Okay, like that. Where else? Oh yes, on my pimples. So I have one there, and I have one there. On my pimples or like dark spots that are well from pimples. And then now the blender. I've only started using this recently as well. Like before, I just use my hands to blend in because I felt like with my natural body heat that works better. But yeah, let's blend, and then go in. But I like how with this it seems like pretty like faster than when I use my fingers. So just dab, dab, dab. And what do you guys use actually? Like, do you prefer using your fingers? Because I know some people actually use their fingers for foundation. And that actually helps with, can you see? I'm just going back into it. Because I feel like the heat really helps with making it really blended. And so with the eyebrows, I like to kind of shape them as I go along with the blender. And to make it more clearer, if you use your finger, basically just like put it above your eyebrow. And that creates the illusion of like making them really pop and like stand out. And so on that side as well. Like that. And can you see the difference? Well, I see a difference, but like, I don't know, I just feel like it looks like it pops more. And it's like more like all shaped. Oops. So, quickly try and wipe that. Because that's way too light for my forehead. Yeah, there's finally sun, y'all. So my forehead is getting a bit brown, which is nice. Because I feel like my forehead protects my face from the sun. Or at least the sun gets to my forehead first. So that's one of the perks of having a big forehead, people. It protects the rest of your face area from that sun. Okay. Yeah, I think that is it. Another thing I like to do, and I started doing this recently, is with the highlighter. I like to add it onto my, like, the bridge of my nose. And so you can, well, I use this thing for like basically everything. I'll probably have to wash it soon. But just put a bit of the highlight onto this. And can you see where it is? And I just go like that. So just like that. And then we'll obviously blend it in. And I also like to put some on my lip line. But just the slightest amount. And it's only on my top lip. Yeah, that also makes it pop. And now for the actual lips. So with my lip liner, put a bit too much on that side, but that's okay. And well, I just applied on like normal lipstick. And something else that I do, which maybe like people don't usually do, is I like to like with your mouth, like, huh, uh-huh. I like to put it on like the sides. Mm-mm-mm. So yeah, yo, don't share lipstick with me because it'll probably get into my mouth somehow. And if you have some smudges, just clear them up and lip gloss to make them pop. This is also from Essence. Basically, all of my products are from Essence. Because one, it's just cost effective, and two, it's cost effective. Yeah, we're done. And let me show you how this looks. So that's how I do my makeup, and I think it looks quite nice, especially well with like a simple hairstyle. So I've just had mine in a bun, my hair. Yeah, you can really do whatever you want with your hair, but this is the simple yet I would say sophisticated makeup look. So thanks for watching, everybody, and subscribe, like, do all of that good stuff, and see you soon. Bye bye.